Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I hope that everyone had a great 3-day weekend. I'm sorry if you didn't have yesterday off, but if you did, I hope that you enjoyed it. Spend some time with your family and maybe discuss a little bit about Martin Luther King Jr. I know we are doing that in class this week. We're going to do a fun activity tomorrow that gets to talk about and describe Martin Luther King. So each day this week we're going to be doing a little bit more to talk about just why we had off yesterday. But I did just want to make this video and kind of touch on the homework, the math homework that you're going to have tonight. So it is page 180 in the green math workbook. And what we've been doing in class, we've been working on these distance riddles, and we've been talking about taking family trips and how far the family has traveled and how much more they need to go. So the students have had to decide whether to use addition or subtraction in order to solve these problems. And another strategy that you can use to help you solve this problem, and that I would highly suggest that you use tonight, is using a number line. So you can use a piece of paper, you can use whatever you have. You don't need a whiteboard and a marker like me. It's just what I have. But for tonight, for homework, I would probably use a number line to help you kind of organize this trip. There are two boys. They are taking a biking trip. And so you're trying to figure out how far they've gone, maybe how much further they have to go. So using a number line might just help the students visually see it. They are asking you, or I am asking you, to also write equations, but at least this way you can visually see it. So I'm not going to solve the first problem for you. I'm just going to maybe show you where I would plot my numbers on my number line. So we have Philip and Keith, and they are on a 3-day biking trip. So their final destination is 138 miles away. So since that's their destination, that's their goal, what I'm going to probably think to myself, well, that's probably the end of my number line. So again, they're going 138 miles. So I'm going to go to the very end of my number line, and I'm just going to mark 138. Okay, since I know that's their end destination. Then it tells me on the very first day that they started to ride, they rode 51 miles. So this is the beginning of my number line. So obviously probably there's going to be a 0. So I'm going to put my 0 there. And then I know that they rode 51 miles. So typically I might put 51 right in the middle, but since their end destination is 138, 51 is not going to be right in the middle. So I'm going to do it a little bit closer to the 0. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to make sense on the number line. So 51, so they rode 51 miles the first day. So that's kind of how I would set up my number line. Then the question is going to ask you, how much farther do they have to bike? So we know that they've already gone 51 miles. What the question is asking you is how much farther. So they stopped at 51, they need to get to 138. So they need to make this big jump. So how can we figure out the distance between the 51 miles that they already rode and then how far they need to get? So that's the part that you need to figure out. So for question 1, it's one question, but there's 3 different parts. There's an A, a B, and a C. Again, I highly recommend you use a number line. It's going to help you. It's going to organize you, and you're going to be able to visually see their biking trip right in front of you. So yes, again, highly suggest you can do the number line right in your book. If you have a piece of paper, I would definitely use something. I think this is a good strategy to help you. If you want to just do the equations and you don't need the number line, that's okay too. You can do that as well. All right, so totally up to you. Good luck. It's just page 180 in your green workbook. There is one question, 3 different parts, and then there's a question number 2. So you need to, again, decide, are you adding, are you subtracting? Definitely use the number line to help you. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great night. Crossing our fingers for no serious snow tomorrow. All right, and I will hopefully see everybody in the morning snow free. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye.